You will finally understand smart money concept after watching this video. In this video, I want to simplify smart money concept in a way that even a 5-year-old can understand. Once you learn how smart money traders trade, you can implement it and get more winning trades. There are 4 principles of smart money that you must know and follow. They are market direction or market structure. Here you get to learn what an uptrend or a downtrend is, how to identify break of structure and change of character. Then we have order block and fair value gap. Then we have liquidity and inefficiency. If you can know these 4 key principles, you know how to identify them and you can follow them, you become very profitable. Now let's start with the first one, market structure. Market structure. What is market structure? Market structure tells us the direction of the market. Either the market is going upward, that is uptrend, market is going downward, bullish trend, or if the market is going sideways, no clear direction, which is called consolidation. In an uptrend, the market is making a series of higher highs and higher low, higher highs and higher low, higher highs and higher low. What this means is that we see price create this particular high, then there's a retracement and market breaks above this previous high and create a new higher high. Then we see price retraces again, then the market pushes forward, breaks above this particular previous high to create a new high, and you can see price retraces again, market pushes forward, breaks above this previous high. This is what we call higher highs and higher low. Market is always creating new highs, and when price push above the previous high, it is called a break of structure. So this is what we mean by break of structure. When price pushes upward and breaks above the previous high, it's called a break of structure. In a downward trend, market is creating a series of lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. What happens is that market creates low right here, then retraces, then pushes downward to create a new low, and when market pushes downward, price goes lower than the previous low. This is called a break of structure. Right here we see that price retraces and market pushes downward, goes lower than the previous low. We call this a break of structure. As you can see, market is always creating a low that is lower than the previous low. This low is lower than this low. This low is lower than this low. This is what causes of lower lows and lower highs. While in the last market structure, which is called sideways market or consolidation, there is no specific market directions. Market is just moving upward in a range. Upward in a range. So we can trade this, we can trade this, we can trade this, but whatever could trade this. Now the next is to go to the chart. Let's identify uptrend, downtrend, and break of structure. In this chart, you can see that this right here is an uptrend. Now let's identify our higher high and our higher low. Here right here is our higher high. You can see that prices retraces to this particular place. Then there's an upward movement which breaks above our previous high. This is what we call break of structure, because this movement breaks below our previous higher high to create a new high at this particular place. Then there was a retracement to create our higher low. Then there was an upward movement. This upward movement leads to the creation of a new higher high at this particular place. Then there was a break of structure. As you can see, price breaks above our previous higher high. Then from here, from this new higher high, there's a retracement to this particular level, and then price push upward to create this equal high. Then if you look through this side, you can see that there was a retracement to this particular place, and then price pushes upward, and there was a break of structure at this particular place, and then this was our new higher high. This is our new higher high. There was a retracement to create a new higher low, and then there was a break of structure. There's a break of structure at this particular place to create a new higher high at this level. From here, price retraces to this part, and from here market was kind of consolidating, no clear market, no clear direction on this particular place. Then for a downtrend, you can see that market create this particular higher low at this place, lower low at this place. Then there was a retracement to this lower high, then a push down where price breaks below the previous lower low to create this new low. There was a retracement to this particular place, and market break down below the previous lower low to create this new low at this place. Then there was a retracement and market pushed down to create this particular new lower low. There was a break of structure. You always see a break of structure when price push below the previous lower low, and guys can see this is a new lower low because price pushed down to create a new lower low. Here's our break of structure. Before we move to the second principle, I would like to talk about change of character. Change of character tells us that market has changed direction, either from an uptrend to a downtrend or from a downtrend to an uptrend. In this illustration here, you can see that market was basically structured to the upside, meaning that we were in an uptrend in this particular place. And from here, there's a change of character which tells that market has changed direction. We're not getting an uptrend but in a downtrend trend. So you also agree that this was our higher high, this was a higher low, higher high, higher low, and this was a higher high. So immediately price pushed downward below our most recent higher low, meaning our market has changed direction to downward. So when price pushed downward below our higher low, meaning our market has changed direction to downward, or we can say the next one we're seeing is higher low and higher high. Also, we were in a downward trend in this particular place, Then in this place, you can see that market price create this particular higher low at this place, lower low at this particular place, and create this lower high. Then also it creates this particular lower low, because if you check, you see that there's a break of structure. This was small, but there's a break of structure to this particular side. I can even call it equal lows. But then what happened? You can see that price pushes forward and breaks above what the most recent lower high, which was at this particular place. So one immediately price pushes upward, you can see that market changes direction and then started trending upward. The second principle is order block. Order block are areas of supply and demand where large transactions take place. So there are two types of order block. We have the bullish order block and the bearish order block. So identify the bullish order block. We need to identify this order block in an uptrend. We have to look out for two candles, a small red candle and a large green candle. This small red candle is our order block. So anytime we see a small red candle and a large green candle, the small red candle is our order block. All to do is simply draw out the small red candle, draw it out. Then we have to wait for price to come out because this place is our order block or our demand zone. Also, when we see a weak green candle, a weak bullish candle before a large bullish candle, this small green candle, the weak green candle is our order block. So similar thing, you have to draw it out. So this is our order block. While in a downward trend, this small green candle before the large red candle is our order block. So you just have to draw it out because this is our supply zone. Also, the small red candle or the weak red candle before the large red candle is also our order block in a downward trend. So I'm going to basically draw it out because this is our order block. Now let's go to the chart. Let's identify order blocks. In the chart, I've marked out the order blocks. There are plenty of other blocks, but I just mark out the most prominent ones so that it will be easy for you to understand. So just like I've said, this is a large impulsive green candle in an uptrend. The small red candle before the green candle is an order block. As you can see, I've drawn out this is the order block. And see price retraces to test order block from going upward. In this other place too, see this red candle before this green candle is our order block, and if you draw it, I draw it as you can see price later on to test it before going upward. And in this place too, this green red candle is also our order block. As you can see, price going to test it. So if you don't understand what order block is, there's a dedicated video I made about order block. I recommend you watch that particular video because this video actually talks just briefly about it. You can also see before this green impulsive candle, this small candle is our order block. Now let me show you other blocks in the bearish on the downward trend. In the downward trend, this small candle, this small weak red candle before this large impulsive candle is our order block. So I'm going to basically draw it out, and this green candle for this red impulsive move is our order block. We just have to draw it out. The third principle is called inefficiency or imbalances. These are seen in the chart when large volumes of buyers or sellers come to the market and they didn't give room for the other opponents to transact. For example, in this case, you can see this large red candle. This large red candle, this is an example of an imbalance because this large red candle simply means that more sellers come to this market and they give room for what? For buyers to buy this particular market. What do we see? See that price come back to feed this particular imbalance. Yet, as the price must retraces back to feed this particular imbalance before going in the right direction or in the intended direction. So also in this case too, you can see right here, this large green candle is also an imbalance as the price also comes down to feed this particular imbalance before going in the right direction or the intended direction. So to spot an imbalance, you must see a large green candle and also the wick of this candle, like the small candle before the green candle, and the wick of this other candle. There will be space in between. There will be space in between. You can see the wick of this candle and the wick of this candle do not meet, and there is space in between it. So this is imbalance. Price will always come to fill this particular imbalance before going in the intended direction. Also in this example, you can see the wick of this candle, of this other candle, and the wick of this candle do not meet. There is a space in between. You can see price coming back to feed this particular space, feed this imbalance yet. So these are principles of SMC. The last principle is about liquidity. Liquidity as seen in regions of equal lows and equal high, swing lows and swing high. I already made a detailed video on liquidity. I recommend you watch that particular video. Before trading, to ensure that the market has sweep liquidity before entry into the trade. Now, let's join all these four principles together and use it to look for a profitable trade. To combine everything, this is what we'll be looking at. The first thing is to identify the trend. Once you identify the trend, let's say we are in an uptrend, you look for the most recent break of structure to the upside, which is this region. Then at the low that create this particular break of structure, that create this new high, have to look for the other block at this particular place, then draw the other block at, then wait for market to create liquidity areas, which it could be lower low, like I've said, or swing high, swing low. Since we are buying, it will be our swing low or equal low, anyone. Then we have to still wait for price to take out our liquidity into our point of interest, which could be our inefficiency or our other block. From there we can take our trade. Now let me show you guys this in the chart. So in this chart, we can see we are in an uptrend, as you can see, in the uptrend. At this particular place, or this region, you can see there was a break of structure to the upside at this place. And the only to do is simply look for the other block that creates this particular break of structure. And then, like I said, it could be the small red candle before the impulsive or before the large green candle, or the weak green candle. In this case, the maze of our weak green candle, and we have to wait for price to create our liquidity, which I think is this particular area. Then you can go to the lower time frame to take this particular trade. Now, lower time frame, you can see that price create this particular equal lows at this particular region. Though it is trending upward all the way, simply do is wait for price to retrace and clear this liquidity. These are liquidity zones. These equal lows at this particular place, equal lows at this particular region, and all of these are liquidity zones. So you have to be patient and wait for price to either clear this particular liquidity into our other block, into our outer block. Once price does that, I could take my trade. So guys, it is really very easy. And guys, if you find this video helpful, please do give a like this video, comment, tell me where you're watching from, and subscribe and turn on the bell icon for more info videos like this. I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.